The loss of life by citizens as well as police officers is so tragic, and people should stop killing each other. My patrol officer, Kenyon Youngstrom, of Contra Costa County, who died recently, his death was avoidable. Now, after the four officers were killed in Oakland, California, by one gunman, I was trying to have a conference where we could have reviewed how we could minimize the death of officers. Now, I said that those officers were incompetent, even the SWAT team, because they stopped this guy maybe because he's black and he has a nice big car and painted nice and nice and so forth. For obviously a drug dealer or something. And definitely he was a veteran, and also he was a criminal. He had a license there that wasn't, just the picture I think was his, but the information was something fictitious. So they couldn't track him back to, see that number, everything that he was necessarily wanted or whatever. And these two white officers, apparently, they don't live in Oakland, it's obvious. They were from another city and don't understand the inner city problems and how to really read a situation in the city. So they at the back of the vehicle talking, I guess, the big shot talk. Man, my wife, she just got promoted, my kid is trying to go to Yale, and so on. You know what I mean? We had this big barbecue, and the governor came down, and they were coming. Well, it was so nice, that big shot talk they having. This time this guy has a gun, just slip out and shoot two bullets in there, bang, bang. I can't really shot him. When the fellow, he came and just, finish them up. And he just run home. So when officers responded, and the SWAT team came, they didn't know where this guy was. Now, I figured they should be calm, take the dog, track him down. So somebody told them, he said, hey, the fellow gone by his sister right down there, by the building over there. So what happened with the SWAT team now? They pull up right in front of the house, and they're putting on the gear. Well, if this guy was a bad boy, he could have shoot all of them out there. See what I'm saying? But somehow he was kind of scared and he was hiding in the cupboard right by the door. So when they're now storming in, he shot two more in the head, and they of course finished them off. All these things were avoidable. If one cop was watching the guy while they were writing the ticket, or all of them would have gone on safety. They didn't have to search for no gun. You wouldn't have to use the gun because one would be watching it. But in this Youngstrom case here, and they're talking how officers are under a lot of stress. Mind you, the job definitely is a stressful one. But I think what causes more problem is that they have to do something wrong. Or they're violating the conscience. A poor person, this person not on money and not on nothing, they're going to write them up a ticket. Obviously, they're going to pay a ticket and have to go to jail. Well, I guess they make my go to the jail deal anyway, I don't know. But there's some situations where it's just useless, man. This guy did a stop, Youngstrom stop. His license plate was obscure. But it wasn't the license plate he was concerned about. He was concerned that he had a driver's license, he has insurance, and when he has ownership, that's like $1,500 he was looking at right there. And then, and so on. But he misread the situation and he died. So here how we don't solve the problem. Whenever you stop a car, there are more than one driver or two, or more than two, you ask for backup. Now it depends on what the situation is. If something trivial, you don't waste time with backup and all this stuff, let people go. But you call for backup. One is on the other side, and you're on the other side, you approach the vehicle, you do your enforcement. If it's one person, still, in this case here, this guy was a solo in the van, in the vehicle that shot Youngstrom. So I said, let me see your hands. Put your hands up, out, let me see them. Keep them clasped, like prayer or whatever, but put them together and put them out. And then you approach the vehicle, you may have to touch it on. And if you feel how you hold your hand, you open the door, it's a step out there. And you handcuff the hand right there and you go from there. Or you just say, okay, keep your hand out here and ask the questions. You go in front and facing the person asking the questions. And if you feel satisfied, then you do what you gotta do, maybe nobody should stay in the car. Get permission perhaps. It might sound draconian or whatever, but and I guess they want you to do blacks but you should be able to handcuff the guy and chain him to your car or something so he can't run away. He can't go for no gun right or that. I think that would be fair, as opposed to you getting killed and you getting killed. I mean, you know, maybe they say, oh, you don't have to kill anybody, therefore you don't have to do this chain up, handcuff and chain to the people or whatever. But, you know, we have to come to the rational way so that nobody dies, everybody goes home safe, and so on. And these officers, you know, I remember a certain person I knew. What would happen is that you're proud of people, and another police car would pass by at 50 miles an hour, they'll stop back on the arm, you know, radar gun. So now, you coming through, you might be doing, say like a 40-mile area, you might be doing 35, they'll stop you. So you were doing 50. Now, the thing is showing 50, you know you weren't going fast, but what can you say? So now, this officer doing that all day, it's going to bother the conscience, man. Some of these people are poor, some of these people are going to be late for work, a whole variety of issues, right? And suppose I was a smart person, say, you know what, I don't believe I was going so fast. I want you to click off that 50 off that gun right now. So you click it off. And as soon as you're going, you say, hey, Aaron, I need a reading here, man. Come back again, you know, reading. I have to click it off with this person insisted on that. So when control at 50 again, stop back and continue all through there. You can't be happy like that. And when you get in a, you see, God works with people in a variety of ways, even in law enforcement, so that he will give you a perception that this is something dangerous. Watch it, man. When you go violating your conscience and the law of God and all that stuff, you can't expect to get no inspiration from God. Right? And plus your conscience is really bothering you. You have to go and smoke drugs, do alcohol, you start beating your family, and sometimes get so demoralized that they end up now feeling that I could bring the law myself, going robbing the bank, going to the house, taking the jewelry, you know, violating, going beyond the pay and beating people up and so on, you know what I mean? And then they end up losing the job, you have to pay $1 million and all this kind of stuff, you know? So there should be a standard procedure. Let me see, put it out through the window, and you go from there. There is no need to be shot or to shoot anybody.